Hello, fellow travelers. Welcome back to yet another episode here on Strictly Flying. I hope you're all doing fantastic. On this episode, we are gonna take a flight down south to Brazil. Our destination is the city of São Paulo, and currently we are just making our approach into Amsterdam Schiphol International Airport, where we have a few hours before making our connecting flight that is going to take us down to Sao Paulo in Brazil. So, welcome to Amsterdam. We finally arrived here at our gate, and as you can see, it is a beautiful day. We arrived on time, and we shouldn't be expecting any delays. So, as we wait for the doors to be opened and our bus to take us to the terminal, we'll head over to the lounge where we just relax for a couple of hours before our flight to Sao Paulo is ready for boarding. So, after a lot of walking, I finally made it to the Flying Blue Lounge here at Schiphol Amsterdam International Airport, and I was quite surprised at just how busy this airport was this morning, and the fact that my aircraft didn't arrive at the gate but rather parked at the ramp meant that we had to wait for the bus that was going to take us from the aircraft to the terminal. After arriving at the terminal, of course, I had to find my way to the immigration. The immigration, of course, was just packed full of people, and I had to spend a lot of time waiting in line to get through immigration before finally making my way to the Flying Blue Lounge. After arriving at the lounge, unfortunately, because I had spent so much time just getting here, I only had around 30 minutes before it was actually time to leave and find my gate where my flight to Sao Paulo is going to depart. So let's just head over there, and in the meanwhile I'm going to tell you a little bit about the aircraft that we are going to be flying on today. Our aircraft for today is a relatively new 777-300ER and has registration Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Victor and is currently 2 years old.
can we help? Yeah.
11A. Our flight today took us over the southern part of United Kingdom before heading out into the Atlantic Ocean, and then we wouldn't see landfall again until reaching the northeast coast of Brazil before finally arriving at São Paulo. The total flight time is just under 12 hours.
Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak my mind.
Today I am flying in the economy comfort section. Now the economy comfort section is basically a standard economy seat just with a little bit extra recline and of course additional legroom. Now everything else is exactly the same. The entertainment system is exactly the same as in economy class, and you have a wide selection of movies. I do find the entertainment system on board the 777 on KLM flights to be actually quite good. However, I do fly quite a lot and I find that they don't change out the movie selection all that much. I've seen most of these movies already. Underneath the entertainment system you have a audio jack output and of course a USB where you can charge most of your appliances, and of course you have your standard folding table. And again, shortly after takeoff, we were served our first meal. And today we were given a choice between meatballs and pasta. I went with the meatballs, which were served with mashed potatoes. Nothing really interesting, but hey, we are traveling economy class after all, so I guess I'll take anything I can get. The thing I like about KLM is that they are very generous with their beverages. Now, if you do order a soda, or in my case, I ordered a wine, then of course you can see I do get a whole bottle of wine, and if you order soda, you also get a can of soda. They don't just give you a small cup as many other airlines do these days, so they're quite generous with their beverage selection. And of course, after the meal, the crew will come back once again and offer you a second drink, and I do really appreciate that. Now the toilet on board the 777 is really nothing special. As you can see here, one of the passengers, they obviously left some food in the toilet. I don't know why the passengers are sitting on the toilet eating food, but anyways, the reason I don't really like to show off the toilets is just because it's a really disgusting place to be. We've been in the air for less than 2 hours and already this toilet looks absolutely disgusting. Now, when I'm flying, I try to avoid the toilet as much as I can, and on these 12-hour flights, usually I go to the toilet once or maximum 2 times. But anyways, my tank is now empty, so I figured I'll take the opportunity while I'm out of my seat to go and fill her up again with an additional bottle of wine. Now, usually on KLM flights, they are very happy to serve you an additional drink. If you go back to the galley and ask them nicely, there will usually never be any issues. However, just keep in mind, on most airlines, there is always a limit on how much alcohol they will serve you. However, a couple of bottles of wine or a couple of cans of beer is usually never an issue. Shortly after returning to my seat, the camera crew came around and passed out some muffins. And to my surprise, a couple hours later, they even came around again, passing out some sandwiches and some water. Now, this is where I think KLM really stands out. I know it's just a simple snack, however, it's those smaller things that really make a difference, in my opinion at least. So finally we made it over the coast of Brazil, and about an hour prior to our descent we were served our final meal. This was a hot sandwich with a pasta salad, some dessert, and of course another drink of your choice. This time I went with a beer. So here we are, guys. Welcome to São Paulo and Guarulhos International Airport here in Brazil. Now, for any of you who have never flown with KLM or on their long-haul flights, all I can say is that I highly recommend them. And for all of you who have been following me on my channel, you guys already know I'm a huge fan of KLM, and I've flown with them for years and they've never disappointed. And before I say my goodbyes, guys, if you did enjoy this video, then a thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. And as always, if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to my channel as well, as that really helps me out. With that said, guys, I'm gonna leave you here in the city of São Paulo. Until next time, safe travels, and hopefully I'll see you soon again on the next episode on Strictly Flying. Guys, it was a pleasure. Take care. Bye bye. Adios. Ciao, ciao.